Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel for this Tuesday morning, afternoon or evening across where you may be at. I hope your Tuesday is treating you all well and you're doing well. Today I've got an article from the Lexus Nottingham Tennis Centre, and they are having their first learning disability and autism tournament. So as an autistic and neurodiverse woman, I thought I would talk about it. I will link the article down below in the video description so that you can read it for your own information after this video. So I'm going to read you the article and then give you my autistic perspective towards the end. The Lexus Nottingham Tennis Centre is set to make history this year with the first introduction of a brand new learning disability and autism tournament, giving the best of British and international players the opportunity to compete among the LTA's grass court season. British players include Oliver Beadle, Fabrice Higgins and Aidan Moody, Joshua Leiter, Max Mundy, Anna McBride and Lily Mers will compete in the men's and women's tournament for the LL1 classification. Crucially, the tournament is fully sanctioned by Virtuous, the International Federation for Athletes with Intellectual Impairments. The milestone will take place during Learning Disability Awareness Week, which is Monday the 15th to Sunday the 21st of June. So that will be the week after next, I think. The tournament will raise the profile of learning disability and autism tennis in line with the Awareness Week theme of Do You See Me, which is all about people with a learning disability being seen, heard and valued. Players with a learning disability have the opportunity to play tennis by and through the LTA Open Court Programme, a national scheme that actively promotes and delivers opportunities for disabled people to get involved in tennis and competitive learning disability and autism. Has three categories: LL1 intellectual disability, LL2 intellectual disability and significant additional impairments, LL3 autism spectrum. The Lexus Nottingham will be open to players with the LL1 to the LL3 categories with an IQ of less than 75. The LTA runs performance programs for learning disability and visually impaired, and financial support is given to elite persons studying tennis, giving more players to represent Great Britain on the international stage. Lexus Nottingham Open Court will take place on the 19th to the 21st of June. 8 men and 8 women will compete in the LD&A tournament. Nottingham Open will be doing a wheelchair tennis exhibition on the 20th to the 21st of June. So that's the article in a snapshot. So I thought that I would talk about it from a autistic perspective. I think talking about it from an autistic perspective is important because as an autistic woman, I do really think this is crucially important that we are moving forward towards inclusion and acceptance. I think we still have a long way to go, but the fact that the Lexus Nottingham Tennis Centre is willing to put on this tournament for them and to prove that we are entitled to join in with everybody else to be included in sports that may be struggle to get on the international stage. I think this is a great step forward for sports, for disability, for physical disability, for autism spectrum disability. I think it's a great step forward to have the disability recognised on the world stage and to prove that people with disabilities can be physically active, and it can give them a purpose, a reason for being passionate, something to win for, something to achieve, something to be part of, doing teamwork, achieving their own personal goal. I think this is going to be a really great step forward for everybody concerned within the tournament who's going to be taking part, and I would love to hear how this will go over the coming days, and if there is any updates I'll let you know. But I think this is a great step forward for awareness and acceptance. I think this has been a long time coming in the works. I think it's about time we had more people with disabilities within sports. I know there is a lot more people with disabilities in sports now than there has been previously, but I think we are still a long way off till we get full participation within the sporting category and in the sporting world for people with disabilities. But I really am pleased that the Nottingham Tennis Centre is taking this initiative, and for the first time ever we'll have a learning disability and autism tennis tournament, and to show the world that autism and learning disability is nothing to be ashamed of, and to actually promote it and show people with these disabilities that they can achieve what they put their minds to, and that the world shouldn't be ashamed to see them, and that it's about time we promoted them and showed what people with disabilities can do and achieve in such a professional context. And I think it's going to really help the world to see disability in a more brighter way, in a more understandable way, less in a stigma less in a situational context, and to helpfully educate the world on what disability is and what disability isn't. I think we are going to be opening that discussion around the table. I think it's going to be nice to see people with disabilities finally achieve what they've been able to do and be part of something big and to make history. I think this is going to be a fantastic step forward for discussion and inclusion and future participation, and hopefully many more sporting centres, tennis centres and sporting venues around the world will take part in this and set up their own disability sports initiatives. And I think it's just going to be a great step forward in the UK to say, look, we've got these people who have intellectual disability, physical disability, autism spectrum disorder. Let's show them on the stage, let's show them achieving, let's show them being part of something, let's see them being physically active, let's see them, work off all the hard work they've been building up for years and years and years on the world stage, and they deserve it. They deserve every little bit of it. And I think it's going to be great to see these people on the stage winning a tennis match and showing the world what their strength is, what their passion is, how fit they are, and having people cheer them on and clap for them and shout for them. And I think it's going to be a great step forward in celebration and to see sports being more inclusive in general. I think it's going to be something that we all can be proud of for years and years and decades to come. I think it's about time that the sporting world took on more disabled people and encouraged them to train with other elite performers and other athletes that may have other physical disabilities and autism spectrum disabilities. But let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!